Broward County has the highest rate of new HIV infections in the state of Florida. What can you do about it? Ride if you are HIV positive. Ride if you've lost someone to HIV. Ride if you know someone living with HIV. It takes all of us. The SMARTride. 2 days, 165 miles. Miami to Key West. January 19th and 20th. Go to thesmartride.org.
A 165-mile bike ride from Miami to Key West. $8.5 million raised and distributed throughout Florida. This is the SMARTride, the second largest AIDS bicycle ride in the country, and the only one of this magnitude that gives back 100% of every dollar raised. Beyond just a bike ride, the SMARTride makes quite a statement, welcoming 400 to 500 riders ages 18 to 73 every year from all over the country. Last year alone, almost $10,000 poured into riders. Miami-Dade and Broward counties have the highest number of new HIV/AIDS infections in the entire country. The SMARTride and the money it raises is critical to assisting programs in the community, providing services and support at no cost to those that need it. 7 organizations across Florida benefit from the fundraising the riders do. Miracle of Love in Orlando, Metro Health and Wellness in Tampa Bay, Compass in Palm Beach, Broward House and Children's Diagnostic and Treatment Center in Broward, Pride Lines in Miami-Dade, and AIDS Help in Monroe. So gear up and get ready to ride out from Miami for the largest bicycle ride in the Southeast United States, making the biggest difference.
Good morning, John.
Good morning, Glenn. How are you?
I am good. I love what you're wearing this morning.
You look awesome as well.
Thank you. Something I picked up this morning.
So who are you?
I'm Glenn. I'm the founder of the SMARTride.
And I'm John. I'm the producer of the SMARTride, and welcome.
Have you been with all 14 events?
All 14, everyone.
So have I.
Great.
That's great. So you're probably wondering why we're doing this.
Well, you know, we have an encore edition of the safety video, but we needed to give you some important updates for this year, so we're going to make sure that it comes out wonderfully.
So welcome to the University of Miami, our second year here.
That was it?
That was really it. I just wanted to just say welcome to the University. Happy to have everybody here. So let's do the safety message.
So this year, safety is more important than ever with the whole hurricane thing that happened. So it is our number one priority, although we're wearing bathrobes and it's 7 o'clock in the morning. We really need you to pay attention to the video. So
7 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So I would like everyone to turn up, we're completely out of order, you know that. I would like everyone to turn off their cell phones, completely off during this entire presentation. We'll remind you at the very end when you can turn them back on again.
And then when the video is complete, stay seated. We have a few more messages for you, and we'll go from there. Thanks.
That sounds great. Well, it was nice spending this early morning with you.
Oh, just cut it. That was just cut. I can cut that out. So.
Good morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on when you are viewing this important ride safety video. On behalf of Captain Cannondale and the other SMARTride crew members, volunteers, riders, and benefiting agencies, welcome aboard. At this time, we ask that you return your trays and seats to their full upright locked positions, and we also ask that you turn off all cell phones and electronic devices. Electronic devices. Not just because I'll interfere with the operation of the bicycles, but because I need your complete attention. And also because what I have to say may save your life. Now, we will have a little fun here, but remember, what we are sharing is very important and deserves your complete attention. Thank you. Look, let's get real here. You are participating in this worthy event to help save lives. Remember, you have a degree of control over yourself and your donations. When you return home, you will receive a nifty online link from which you can direct your donations. Now back to the road. It's dangerous out there, people, so I must insist on your undivided attention as I attempt to impart just a few rules. So stop the texting. Stop it. Stop it. Turn the phones off. Turn them completely off. One final pre-briefing warning. Be advised. If you must leave the room for any reason, even to answer the call of nature during my incredibly effective tutorial, you will be forced to watch the entire video a second time. Okay, now let's begin. We've got 165 miles and 42 bridges ahead of us on roads filled with cars, trucks, motorcycles, and other things that can do serious damage to a bicycle and you. Other travelers won't have the benefits of this flashy little instructional video with hotty hot hot on it. So stay alert, follow the rules, and ride defensively, darlings. It's a ride, people, not a race. Now, let's have some fun. Your safety is our #1 concern. So, first off, that nifty little helmet sticker must be affixed. I realize affixed is a big word for people who went to public school, but affix that sticker to the left side of your helmet, and the equally nifty bike frame number must be affixed to your bike. This isn't rocket science, people. Our crew members need to be able to identify you as a SMARTride participant at a glance. That was the glance. Also, they want to be able to reunite you and your bike should you become inexplicably separated during your journey. Be advised, we have registered your ride plan with several very important local agencies with lots of letters in their fancy acronyms, so don't even think about straying from the route. Smart riders always follow the route indicated by chalk markings and signs and use bike paths whenever they can to put as much distance as possible between traffic and themselves. That was a really long phrase, and I hope you all got that. And the #1 safety rule at SMARTride is to ride in a single file line. What did I just say? I said ride in a single file line. The next one is important too. You gotta pee. You gotta pee. Notice, I didn't say if you gotta pee. I'm telling you flat out that you have got to pee. Your success is completely predicated on keeping that body of yours hydrated. That means you have to drink a lot of water. If you're not peeing a lot and peeing often, then you are not drinking enough water. Smart riders stop at all pit stops every 15 to 20 miles to pee and rehydrate. And even if you're not particularly smart, we must insist you act like a smart person. Just during the ride, make all the stops, pee and drink as directed, please, seriously. And of course, wash those hands. Seriously, we have to tell them to wash their hands? Really? Especially after using the toilet and before eating. Oh my gosh, yes. Hand sanitizer is available at all rest stops. Now, another good health safety measure is to apply a generous amount of sunscreen to legs, neck, ears, even to the tippy top of your head by those cute little helmet vents. Oh yes, and don't forget lip balm. Also, stretch often to keep your muscles in peak condition and avoid injury. However, we do not advocate attempting this while on a moving bicycle. We do, however, advocate being nice to everyone on the SMARTride crew. Remember, they are all volunteering their time free of charge to keep your butt safe and body fueled and cooled. So be nice. Also, it is your responsibility, not the sweeps team, to bring along an extra inner tube with you. But if you can't, bike techs can be found at pit stops and along the route for emergencies. As a reminder, please have appropriate cash on hand should you need additional assistance from our bike techs. A lot of you are used to carrying ones. Now be advised, the SMARTride is a drug and alcohol-free event, which is why I'm not allowed to participate. And guess what? You won't be able to participate either should you decide to imbibe. Drugs and beer and cocktails and such are not to pass your luscious lips. But guess what? They can pass my luscious lips. Hold on. Luscious. Now I'm telling you, not even at the hotel can you imbibe. Not at the hotel or at the opening and closing ceremonies. Don't do it. Now it goes without saying, you should not be listening to music or talking on the phone while riding your bike. But I had to say it anyways, because there's always that one person. You know who you are, and so do we. So don't do it. That goes for drivers of vehicles as well. No radios. In the rare case where you must make an urgent phone call, please come to a full and complete stop as far to the right as possible so other riders can safely pass you. I know you'll all be doing your very best to complete each day's route, but for you riders who fall a little bit behind, we've got a sweep team that will come to your rescue. But let SMARTride volunteers be the only people to assist you. No personal support vehicles are allowed. Do I have to repeat that one? No personal support vehicles are allowed. But remember, they are not a taxi. Only request assistance when truly needed. Now this next part is really important. I'm about to teach you some very vital, very secret signals that only smart riders get to use. Thumbs up means everything is peachy keen. I have no issues. Thumbs down means I need a little help. And if you pull over with arms and an X above the head, it means help, help, it's an emergency. In the unlikely case of an accident requiring emergency medical attention, call 911 immediately and direct traffic around the scene. Get the participant's name and participant number and wait for emergency personnel to arrive. Do not move the person if they are unable to move themselves. Use the number on your wristband to call event staff. Now we have a crack team of medical experts with us. Raise your hands, dears. Come on, that's it. Don't be shy. We have gathered doctors, nurses, EMTs, paramedics, physical therapists, and athletic trainers. Wow! All medical crew members will be clearly indicated in red shirts. We're taking care of you folks. Oh, and the decisions of the medical team are law. If they say you can't ride, you can't ride. Period. End of story. No arguments. Pit stop hours will be posted on the route cue sheet. If the pit stop is closed when you arrive, you will be asked to get back on the route or get a ride from the sweep team. Now, if you're wondering about weather, so am I. But I've been told, rain or shine, the ride will continue. It is Florida, you know. Now don't worry, we are coming down to the home stretch here. Stick with me, kids, as I gently remind you that no matter how much your overbearing mother told you how special you are, you still have to follow the rules. Bicycles are subject to all the rules and regulations of the Florida Vehicular Code, just like the cars. When the light is red or there is a stop sign, you must stop. Every time. Our crew cannot stop traffic under any circumstances, so don't even try it. Remember, pedestrians always have the right of way. Assume pedestrians and automobile drivers cannot see you, and be sure to make eye contact at intersections before proceeding. Who knows? You might get lucky and get another donation. It's always smart to obey all traffic laws, traffic signals, and signs, even the little ones. Remember, when a bicycle and a vehicle collide, the bicycle is always the loser. Also, don't wear your iPod earplugs while you're riding. And certainly don't talk on the phone or walkie-talkies or that annoying Siri person. Ugh. And to our crew members in automobiles, we're talking to you too. You're a subject to the law just like the riders, and you have the larger vehicle. Be careful to follow the letter of the law and your own common sense, which we can only hope you have since we've entrusted the safety of riders to you. So stay alert and obey the rules of the road. We've carefully marked the route with arrows, chalk marks, and signage alerting you to the correct direction of travel. There have been some changes from previous years, so stay alert. Always pass to the left of the other riders and shout out, "On your left!" Remember, shout that out nice and loud. Now, if you're being passed, move to your right. Oh, and remain on the designated route only. Use bike trails as indicated, keeping you safe with a song in your heart and the breeze in your hair. I don't think that's quite the appropriate mood for this segment. Maybe for the overnight safety video, but no, not right now. No. Yeah, that's better. That's better. And finally, since it's been a long time since many of you have had a bike safety class in school, we will end our pre-ride instructions with a brief overview of basic bike safety. 1. Ride on a line as far to the right as possible. No drafting and no pacing. And just like in a car, leave one bike length in between you and the rider in front of you. 2. Maneuvering around other bikers can be tricky, so always pass on the left and be certain to call out, "On your left," as you do so. Be loud! It's always better that way. Gets the point across. And on that note, if you encounter any broken glass, potholes, potential hazards, or maybe an exceptionally attractive pedestrian, well, or maybe a couple ask them, but maybe shout it out. 3. Remember your bike hand signals. Here they are again in case your memory is a little rusty. They are really important to other riders and vehicles, so please use them. 4. Be on the lookout for cars backing up or opening doors. Take care of each other. Call out any sign of danger to other bikers. And don't forget to wear a helmet at all times. From orientation day to closing ceremonies. Well, while you're on your bike at least. Not now. Where's their helmet just walking around? And please always keep at least one hand on the handlebars at all times, even during those little moments of adjustment. Crew members driving need to take precautions too. Whenever you back up a truck or a van, it's radio off, window down. Spotter behind you. Also, drivers, be mindful of overhangs and tree limbs. And I know we didn't give you drivers any fancy hand signals with which to express yourself, but that doesn't mean you can use your horn. Only honk your horn at other drivers, not riders. We don't need any horny riders on this ride. I said horny. Did anyone hear that? Horny. All right, back to the rules and the safety at hand. It's a jungle out there, people, and there are no oxygen masks that will automatically release from the overhead compartments in case of an emergency. So, you have to look out, not only for yourself, but also for one another. Smile. Be courteous. The SMARTride is you. Your actions and attitude not only reflect what a wonderful, respectful person you are, but reflect the SMARTride to our entire community. I feel a group hug coming. We're all volunteers here. Take care of yourself and take care of each other. We are the world. We are the SMARTride. Beautiful, isn't it? Now, this does conclude the safety portion of the pre-ride instructions. Thank you for your attention, and allow me to remind you that tomorrow the gear truck will open at 4:30 a.m. Once you have unloaded your gear, you can enjoy breakfast at 5 a.m. Now, opening ceremonies will begin promptly at 5:45 a.m. with a good long stretch. You're off, huh? The route closes at 5:30 p.m. When you get to the hotel, check your bike into the bike parking. We don't care how much you love your bike, you still can't sleep with it. Once again, if you're sleeping with your bike, it's kind of like something I said earlier, we're gonna call some. Yeah, they'll take good care of it, don't worry, we promise you that. You can get your key from hotel services at 1 p.m. and then relax until dinner. Dinner is 5:30 to 8:30. In-ride services close at 9 p.m. and that's quiet time, kiddies. Medical will remain available. Saturday, the route opens at 8 a.m. and you must be on your way no later than 8:30 a.m. Everyone must be out of their rooms by 7:30 a.m. Simply leave your key in the room along with a tip for the housekeeping staff, and one of my crew will take care of the rest. Then it's on your way. Any bikes left in the area after 8:30 a.m. will be transported via the ride crew truck. That makes it a long, very long walk, so don't be late. If you feel you can't continue the ride for whatever reason, please report to the medical villa by 8 a.m. and alternative arrangements will be made for you and your bike. The route will close promptly at 1:30 p.m. and any changes in schedule due to inclement weather will be communicated by ride crew at the evening announcements. A not-to-be-missed event. With pit stops every 15 to 20 miles, you'll be hydrated and refreshed for the entire journey. We also will have water stops along the route for a little splash, but that's all. No other services at these locations. And remember, you've got to pee. Drink, pee. Drink, pee. Got it? Enough said. Now on day 2, everyone will need to be off the road by 1:30 p.m. as we prepare for the exciting closing ceremonies. Once again, we will provide transportation to Key West High School for those in need. Friends and family should arrive at the White Street Pier at 2 p.m. on Saturday. Now that you can tweet. Your gear will be available after the closing ceremonies. And as your health and safety is our #1 concern, recycle your trash properly. Use only designated portable toilets, and if you must smoke, do so only in designated areas. No smoking in the dining tent, service tents, or canopies. Extinguish all cigarettes in proper receptacles, not on the ground. Do not tamper with any logistical, electrical, or structural equipment. Union rules, darling. Failure to comply with any of the mentioned rules will result in some disciplinary action, not excluding suspension for the rest of the day or expulsion from this and/or future TSR adventure events. It's all right here in our convenient printed in-ride guide, which you've all received. Congratulations to each and every one of you. You have survived our pre-ride in-ride safety video, and you will never, ever, ever have to watch it again. Well, until next year when you feel certain you will ride again. Well, that's it. Oh, looks like my ride crew is here. Time to go. Go get it in gear, boys. Get pumped up and get ready to ride. Captain Cannondale, we are cleared for takeoff. Over and out.
Well, that was a great show. What did you
my God,
think?
that was amazing.
It was.
It's like it's every time I watch it, it's like
I
the first
really
time I do
enjoyed it. But let's get back to business.
So, couple more things before you go. Sit down. Wait. Hold on. Okay. Just want to reiterate one thing. Drugs and alcohol are not allowed on the event. Okay. So remember, we have a new hotel with a new restaurant, and so don't make us be mean. He'll be watching, and so that includes also the high school, White Street Pier. Please, no drugs, no alcohol. Wait until we get to Bourbon Street that Saturday night. Okay. Do you have anything to say?
I actually wanted to thank, which I forgot at the very beginning, to thank CBS for part of the original promo, NBC6 in the Mix for the original promo, and of course Edge Factory that produced the video. And I also want to thank all of our other sponsors. And you'll see banners everywhere, and our sponsors are going to be wearing little pins on their credentials that are little bicycle pins. If you see them, please say thank you to them. Without them, we couldn't do this ride. And we couldn't give back 100% of every dollar that you raise. So thank you to all of our sponsors.
And then, so I'm going to do that one, and then you can do that one. So make sure that at dinner each night, we're going to ask you to show your wristband, just to have a little bit of control
That was my
count.
area.
I know it was, but I took it because I didn't know if you knew what to go next. So we'll be checking your wristbands. Also, tomorrow morning at bike parking, there will be a route cue sheet. The route is totally different this year. No, I did that now.
So you did that too?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm moving forward. So take the route cue sheet. It has the entire route on it and that type of thing. So
Okay, now can I talk about tires?
Sure, you talk about tires then.
We had that wind event, Irma, not too long ago. She put a little debris on the road, so plan for extra flat tires. It's possible that you're going to get them this year more than ever. We've got a team that's been cleaning the route, literally on the road, cleaning the route for this last week. And so shout out to all of them for sweeping and everything. But bring extra tires and bring extra tubes. Be prepared for anything that could happen, and just be safe out there.
And then going back a little bit to the route. So when you ride out tomorrow morning from the Watsco Center, we'll be using the M Trail. It's a bike trail. It runs right alongside of a bus trail. You need to stay on the bike trail. Do not use the bus trail, okay? We need to keep that clear for the buses, and they go really fast, and it's bad if something happens. So.
And we have an app. Shut up. We have an app.
We do?
We do. We have an app.
moved into the 21st century.
We did. We did it last year, but we've got it again this year. So if you can go to the App Store and download the SMARTride, you got to use the SMARTride. Download the app. It's got the route on it. It'll tell you how your donations are doing. It's awesome.
And that's all one word, the SMARTride. Just in case people couldn't find it.
Well, sure.
So
because we've had people that couldn't find it.
And then another fun, exciting thing.
Do you want
to talk about the shuttle bus?
Oh yeah, I love the shuttle bus. I haven't seen it yet, but it's going to be great. So this year we've got 3 hotels. Next year we'll be back to 1 hotel at Hawks Cay. In order to safely transport everybody and to accommodate the limited amount of parking we have a shuttle bus that'll be departing from the hotel, each of the hotels, and making a circle. So there's one bus, makes a circle from all the properties. So if you've got a car and you're not staying at the Holiday Inn, take the shuttle bus. There'll be no parking for you at the Holiday Inn.
So what about entertainment?
We have some entertainment. It starts at 6:45.
Great. And the announcements will be at that time, and we'll tell you
Sure.
everything about the route. And then I think that's all we have.
I don't have anything else.
So Pinecrest Middle School made a bunch of signs. You'll see them along the route. This is our favorite. So let's get out of here. Go have fun. Finish orientation day.
Can they turn on their phones?
Turn on their phones. Do all that kind of stuff.
All right, we're out.
We'll see you next year.
Next year. See you later. Today.
Oh, today. All right.
Bye.
Tomorrow. Bye.
Opening ceremonies.